this week we continue our development of the punch and elbow, only this week it's off our back. It's probably the worst place we could ever be, as we all know. Hence we need to be constantly developing our major weapons, because if we're only able to deliver any kind of effective striking from this area, then we really are in for a tough old time. Right now the guides are allowing Husto to train, but a little later this evolves a stage further, and we make it even more difficult for the predator. But for now, let's catch our ability with the selected weapons of study. When you do this, we do that mentality really just doesn't cut it. Adaptability is the essence. Being able to operate under pressure in all areas and with all weapons is our constant challenge. And it's definitely not easy, but it sure is good fun trying. We've spent years and years working on the best ways to teach and transmit what is commonly known in KFM as organised chaos. Learning to make sense of chaos is a great skill, but in saying that, there are no secrets either. Just plain old common sense and lots of hard work. As we've said before regarding trapping and chokes etc, if we allow the opponent to arrive at the final stage of the attack, then we're in great danger. Our objective via the training is to understand how the enemy functions and read his attacks before he has the time to make the full application. Training every day is the only way to catch this ability, as we need to feel the moment. The technique is by the by really, but constantly receiving the same attack helps us to feel, read and understand what's happening before the conclusion arrives. Now we move back into some ground development again. Here we look at the destruction of position 5. Remember, we only use this as a reference now. Really all we're focused on is either fighting off our back or off our knees. We use one of the takedowns we've trained in the programme and now develop how to arrive on the ground and what our answer may be. As we've mentioned before, we're trying to understand what is going on whilst on the ground. This will make us value all the true problems that are normally associated with the ground, and especially in the street. The concept is to never enter into the opponent's game, and obviously never arrive in the concluding part of the opponent's attack. Focus pads on and let's rock a little. Obviously being attacked from the back is really bad, but it's even worse when we're still getting hit from the front. This exercise puts us in that perfect place of discomfort, teaching us just how difficult it really is to cope with being hit from the front and attacked from the back at the same time. This chaotic environment makes it difficult to apply even the simplest of things effectively. But more than anything, this work teaches us value. Value means we respect the truth, acknowledging that simple techniques applied for free are easy, but throw only a little spontaneity into the equation and many things change. mainly our ability to apply what we thought we owned. We know that you all know this by now, but it's important that we continue to transmit this simple message, because knowing the technique doesn't necessarily mean ownership of the technique. In the second exercise with the focus pads, we had the Pugnon Codo Ariete. The Codo Ariete is a great connector and flipping dangerous as far as the opponent is concerned. We always like to build the striking skills inside each of these developments, because in the end it just creates really good habit. Hit hard and keep hitting hard till they fall down. Kind of what we're after really. We win, not them. Obviously the predator in the middle is learning to cope with many things, being hit, pulled, pushed, trapped, dragged to the ground, etc. So plenty to be dealing with. But working like this on a daily basis means we know what it feels like. Hence we are less likely to receive one of those dreaded wake-up calls that many times arrive due to false transmissions. Third and last exercise with the focus pads this week puts us back on the ground again. There really is tons going on in this one, so see if you can catch every part. Remember, it's always a good idea to walk and talk through it first. This way you catch everything totally clear. When you have a good blast with this work, it really does feel good, because it's calling on instinct. And the better our instinctive reaction becomes, more work will start to shine through without thinking. we stop having to think and just respond, it means that we are well on our way to cultivating our instinct for real. And this feels good, because instinctive reaction is all we have. And this instinctive reaction is a pure reflection of a trained brain. What can we say? Are you doing your brain training? Okay, conclusion time again. Watch and enjoy. Until next week, have fun.